Here we go. Let's get the phone. You can pass the phone because tuko katikati. Eka hapa. Huko ni mbali juu yetu. Speaker on this side. So better.
Are you sure with that?
Let us know.
Are you sure with that voice?
With
That voice.
voice has it. If you want us to try it, we can try it alafu.
Hebu nini hiyo? Cheza hiyo jushani. Taka tujakuwa tunaongea.
Sawa.
Is it?
Iko sawa. Mimi nasikia iko sawa. Iko sawa.
Ukiwa katikati iko sawa. Sawa. Attach.
Hello my good people, welcome to Planet Gym TV. This is Nemo Jasmine and this is Monday's Trend. So guys, I hope you had a lovely weekend and as you can see in the house, siko peke yangu leo. Leo niko na wazito. So sijui you introduce yourselves.
Thank you. Good morning. My name is Ignite and I'm very happy to be here. I don't know what's going on, but very happy, yes.
You're much welcome.
Okay, Omar is in the radio and glad to be on the show today. We are going to discuss on some of the issues that have been going on from last week about our country. So stay tuned and share your views with us.
Yeah, so guys, kama venye amesema leo ni Monday's Trend, tuna discuss what has been trending over the weekend. Na on politics, that is about Omatata, the senator of Busia County, Omatata Okia. So guys, kama umeona hiyo story ambayo ina trend, amesema anapeleka petition kotini about Ruto. So sijui Omar will brief us on what has been going on that topic.
Okay, yesterday, our president was in Busia County and was attending the prayers, interdenominational prayers in Busia Stadium, and we saw Okia Mtata, who is also the senator for Busia County. He stood up on his speech. He told Ruto, Mr. President, about the levy tax, I mean, that Ruto wants to impose. And this has been a topic the whole of last week. Kenyan still doesn't understand about this thing, this levy, house levy tax, because we have been trying to understand what our president is telling us, but the chemistry is not even adding up. It is difficult to understand. Maybe for Kenyans and maybe someone outside there who wants to know, how will this happen? And how is he going to make it to be successful? And maybe, according to Omtata, Omtata is saying, because he thinks this one should not be a forceful thing that all Kenyans should pay. Maybe if it can be willing, if you're willing to pay, but not to impose to all Kenyans. Because we know a Kenyan who is earning 10,000 shillings per month, this guy is also even overwhelmed by the budget and the bills to pay. And for example, you are staying here in Nairobi. I don't know how can that happen if you are being paid 15,000 per month. You have a lot of bills to pay, rent, water, food. Even that 15,000 is not enough for a Kenyan who is earning that little amount to pay for that house that Mr. President is trying to encourage Kenyans that they can be able to own a house. So let us wait today and see, because yesterday Mr. Senator Mtata promised the president that he will be filing the petition against that levy tax. Maybe I can take back to my colleague or to give out his views on how he feels about the house levy tax.
It's about to go down.
Okay. Where to start? So me, I think I will talk as a neutral person in this discussion. So first of all, there is a levy that we're supposed to raise some certain amount of money. We don't know. So I will talk as someone who has had this news right now. And they're saying that we have to raise some amount of money to build houses, yeah? And these houses, get me straight, they're supposed to, answer if I'm right, they're supposed to be rented, yes? Or owned.
You see, the government will build houses, right?
Yeah.
This is a housing scheme. We also even know during the Uhuru's regime, he came up with that strategy. We saw some of the houses being, proposals being made, some houses will be built at the river and many other places. Now, for the current regime's case, the current government, what Mr. President is trying to tell us is that the houses will be built, right? And because this is a government scheme, and Kenyans will be paying tax. I get it. Kenyans will be paying tax, which is a mandatory. That every month you are supposed to pay.
It's deducted.
Inatolewa.
Okay, so.
Inatolewa. So this money, after you have paid it for a certain amount, for what we quoted, what we said, like 15 years, now the house becomes yours.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in short, you're just giving me a plan to own a home in 15 years, okay?
Yes.
Now, think of me, I have inheritance, I have land, I can go and build my own house in my father's place. That does not really, it's not a requirement, it's not something that I need to do right now for someone who is in that situation. Also, as you've said that, for people who earn less, they have a lot to do and a lot to spend, that imposing an extra levy to them, it's not serious, and it's really not making sense to someone who is not interested. You know, you're saying it's mandatory, yeah? It's a must.
You see, like right now, the bill will be in Parliament.
Okay.
And according to the president's opinion, if that bill is voted, it becomes a bill, then that means it will be mandatory for Kenyans to pay for the houses, like Mr. President is saying. So right now, that is what's going to happen. Okay, maybe let's get back to our host this meeting.
Okay, I guess for me, Mtata is making sense because, you know, other leaders, they've been supporting Ruto. Like, and Mtata is just being true, coming out with the truth and
Calling it as
calling it as it is, because when you are support Ruto, like, because it's just something that has been proposed. So
it's not a proposition. Me, I think it's gonna happen.
It
Are you
is,
sure?
It's gonna happen.
It's going to happen.
Okay, I know, like I'm speaking from, but I think they will make sure this thing passes.
You remember this?
He's about to tax us,
Okay.
guys. Like really
because
crazy.
bottom up, zile strategies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Has any of them?
No, true. None of them.
Let me speak as a Kenyan. I don't want to speak as a politician. Maybe lying on
Or
the other side.
one side.
Let me just speak as a
Okay.
Kenyan,
Yeah.
ordinary Kenyan.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, you see, the proposals that Mr. President is trying to make, right,
Yeah.
about the levy payment. You see, the largest population of Kenyans today,
Yeah.
they don't have jobs. And those who have jobs, they are being paid peanuts.
True.
If you do a statistic here in Nairobi, you'll realize that the largest population of guys are being paid a salary over 9,000 to around 20,000 to 24,000.
Yeah,
That gap, it is taking almost the largest population of youth.
yeah.
So tell me, someone who is earning this amount of money, you are convincing this person to start paying for a house, right? This person has his home, his motherland.
Yeah.
He has land.
He has land.
He can do
already.
his customization of building his houses.
His house, yeah.
So
At his own pace.
at his own pace,
He will.
you cannot force this person that now you'll buy a house in Nairobi,
Yeah.
or you will start paying for government scheme houses anywhere in Kisumu, in Nanyuki, in Nyahururu, any other part.
But still,
People
this
have
bill
homes.
is still crazy. So every Kenyan is going to pay for it.
Yeah, I guess the mistake they are doing is making it mandatory.
Every Kenyan will pay for houses which most of Kenyans, almost 90%, are not even going to live in.
I think
Wow.
we need to understand. We need to understand how is it beneficial first.
Yeah, we really need to dig deep.
Because you see, right now,
Yeah.
telling Kenyans to pay for that,
Doesn't
to
make
start,
sense.
because this is how it will come to place. If it is taken to parliament, and then it is voted for,
Yeah.
and it is supported, it becomes a bill, then you see we will have a buy nothing we can do about it.
Okay.
So maybe what Kenyans want to know now is they don't understand about it.
I don't understand. I'm still trying to understand how this thing is beneficial
You
to
don't
me.
want to pay for a house in Nairobi.
I don't want to
understand.
stay in Nairobi. I only work here. I don't want to
You want to
stay
stay
here.
where you want.
I want to
anytime
stay.
you want.
I want to go and buy a place in Malindi.
You
You know?
want to stay in Mali.
Yes, I want to relax in Malindi sometime in the future. Not now. In the future. So telling me to pay for something now, I don't even know the plan. Come on, guys, come on.
You know, I want to stay abroad, sasa.
You want-
You
want-
She's going to abroad now. What? Why are you paying for an house?
Why?
You want to stay abroad.
Mm. So guys, okay, the president reacted after Omtata saying all that, and he's like, okay, by that reactions is a Ruto on what Omtata said, because he's like ati bora hajafanya maandamano.
So anataka maandamano ndio ajue watu wako serious,
Ati
eh?
bora hajaguza kibanda ya mama mboga
Oh,
and all that.
man.
So
Oh,
okay,
man.
he said that Mr. Omtata, so now you want to take me to court, and what I'm doing is finding job opportunities to these people. Kwani sasa utaki hao watu wapateko kazi? Please do what?
So, nani wapate kazi?
Then Wakenya.
Yeah, he's saying ati
Ruto is saying?
Yeah, he's saying ati ni kusaidia, anasaidia, ati ni kutusaidia, yani anatusaidia.
One thing
Again.
we should really remind our president, we have long-term solutions and short-term. So huyu mtu employment hapo inakujaje? Maybe watu wanaenda kujenga hizo nyumba.
Yeah, of course.
Wanaenda watadeal na hii pesa.
But again, for me, we need to know. It is the government building the houses like now, using their money, and now Kenyans will be taxed. If it becomes a bill, Kenyans will be taxed. Pay back,
I think we'll be taxed first.
or will be taxed first, and then, or if it becomes a bill, then Kenyans will start to be taxed right away.
Yes.
So
that's
that-
what I'm telling you.
so
They
that-
can't. They can't.
So that money, now it will be used to start now doing the project. Right?
But well, you're saying we don't have food in Kenya. What are we doing seriously, guys?
Yeah,
We
I
don't
guess
have
anafaa
food.
kudeal na zile issues zenye zinaonekana
Okay.
kwanza.
Okay, for me, I've been following on this issue closely, and you realize the reaction from Kenyans. me I can say the largest population or percentage of Kenyans, they don't understand what is it. They don't support it. Some of them they are in a confusion because they don't have jobs.
Yeah.
So they don't know if Mr. President first will create jobs for everyone so that they start being taxed on what they earn. Because, for example, my mother is back at home. If it is a mandatory, are they going to tax only people who are employed? They are going to tax everyone as long as you are an adult.
Can I ask a question? Like where this house is going to be built? Like here in Nairobi?
You see, this is a government project and it will be all counties. I saw the other time Mr. President was in Homa and was launching a house, the government housing scheme. Yeah, so it will be in all counties. But I don't think that is necessary.
My issue is still.
So, for example, for me, the project is in my home county.
Yeah.
Why should I go to pay for that house in my home county when I have
you already have land?
When I have a home.
Yeah.
When I have my home, my mother home.
Then another thing, at least I'm going to wait like at 15 years maybe I own a home. And you do not even know come next year if we have next month
You don't know if you're alive or dead. No one knows tomorrow.
You can't know.
I think what our president should do is to find a long-term solution to ease the state of living, or the cost of living rather, than to find a long-term solution for housing, because remember, these are 15 years. It's going to take 15 years for someone to own this.
That is a proposal. What
You'll not even be here after 15 years.
What
you guys understanding this?
Because that's why I'm telling you, Kenyans don't understand this. Because what I heard of Mr. President say, maybe in a period of 10 years, in a period of 15 years,
still not gonna be here.
How sure are you that you're going to own that house?
My problem is, why doesn't he deal with things he'll be able to solve or do? He wants to build something. Build something in your own term and complete it and let us see there. Kama expressway.
Anafaa kudeal na issues zenye zinaban kwanza. Become a hustler fund tumekula
Yo, wase wamecheza nao hapa na pale. Hata kama ni mkopo, watu
watu wa kuchukua serious, watu walikuwa nakopa tu juu iko.
But I see, I like following up on politics news every day. The government, the government right now should think of finding a solution of how Kenyan feel about this government, how Kenyan feel about themselves. We have a lot of issues that the government should attend to right now. The basic commodities in the market, food, they are skyrocketing every day. Like sugar, the cost is increasing every time. And this is something that Kenyans use them every day. How Kenyans live, accessing food, and right now it is very difficult for someone the largest population, families, affording 3 meals in a day. It is very hard because things are tough.
Your salary is still the same, but commodities are skyrocketing like every time. And what I think now the direction should be, find a panel. This committee that is being made to find an plan your housing, let our officers find same specialists who can come up with a strategy, to fill our plates and fill our pockets with money. Then let's talk about
our plates first.
But again, You have plates,
Our
food.
plates first. Hey, people are suffering out here.
Oh,
chakula
Hey,
bana.
watu wanaumia bana.
Okay. On another way, I support the government.
Mhm.
Let us give the government time.
Tuambie.
Let us also give the government time,
Uh-huh.
because you can't start judging a baby who is 6 months and you start saying this baby complain. Let us give the government the time. They have the strategies they are putting in place.
Okay.
Let us give them time to see what is going to happen, how things are going to change.
We don't have all the time
But
in
Sunny
the
is
world.
there.
You know, Kenya is
As
also,
we give them time, do you think hii nini like kuna venye it will help?
the house levy.
Mm.
Me, for me,
Mm.
I can't support.
We vote. We see.
I don't understand it.
Uh-huh.
I can't support it.
Mhm.
So let us leave it to the parliament and
Oh, I feel right.
Seriously, I don't support and
You don't. Are
Yeah.
you for it or you don't support it?
I don't know whether to support it or not
You're
because
still not. For it.
yeah, at least they expound
so
much more.
we want
Yes.
we want maybe to get more information of what Mr. President wants,
Yeah.
the plans he has about the house fund, if it will be possible, who will be responsible for being taxed, all Kenyans or only those who are working,
Mm.
Mm.
and the procedure of someone owning. You know, you are owning a house,
Yeah.
unless there is a chemistry behind what they are saying, but owning a house, paying a house, if you
Yeah.
try to calculate what Mr. President is saying, that
Mm.
someone is 3,000, you pay 300, I don't know. We are not understanding.
Yeah. Also for me, I'm not for it until I understand it. I'm against it. I have to first get the concept.
So maybe we can leave it for.
Yeah, so kidogo ni kuna reactions kama Moses Kuria anaambia Omutata eti uko na siasa haina mwelekeo.
Yeah.
Then people are saying that this person or this.
But again, you know, for me, I love this government so much. I love government, I love Ruto. But I don't know what is happening, because you find these UDA leaders,
Mm.
they are also supporting what they don't know. Eh? That is what I'm sure of.
Mhm.
They're supporting what